The crew worldwide, from Cali to Twitter, real hardcore fans, boxing ass niggas, consistency cops, police the views, we'll pull up receipts for any debate you choose. Shout outs to Clan Archie for the dope production. Ring Gang stay with the best discussions. Ring Gang Radio.
And now it brings us to the biggest card of the weekend. You know, Manny Pacquiao versus Adrien Broner. Pacquiao, of course, signing with Al Heyman and PBC. And this is his first high-profile fight since he signed against the underachieving Adrien Broner. But before we get into the main event of that fight, this card actually has a solid undercard on paper. I was actually surprised too, because one of my complaints about PBC is, they don't seem like they don't have anyone out there who has a matchmaking brain, to actually really sit down and put some thought into, where to put these fighters, and who to put, who, what, where, and when, and it's just like, it's very uneven. However, even the broken clock is right twice a day. So, and this is one of those damn times. The card on paper is solid. I mean, I was seriously impressed. I was so impressed. I was like, damn, if they don't show this shit in the theater.
This type of card is solid, and we talking about 15 years ago, 10 years ago. In this day and age of boxing, this card is damn good. Let's just keep it real. This is a good card. Like, up and down, this is a good card.
Yeah.
If you take away all the extra criticisms we have of Pacquiao being older and Broner never being as good as we wanted him to be, if we just leave all that alone and just look at the matchups, this is a good card. This is one of the rare pay-per-views where I could say, you can't clown a nigga for buying this shit. You can't, this is like, you a boxing fan, you could buy this one. Like, you got my approval.
Right. I mean, LB, if LB says that you can buy pay-per-view, then it passed the serious test.
For real.
Although in my case, I am gonna go watch it in the movie theater. I mean, if you go to fathomevents.com or Atom Tickets, actually, Fathom Events, you put in your zip code, see if a theater's playing near you. 3 of them are in my driving vicinity of my town, so I will be taking myself to one of them and paying $13 to $20 depending on what and how I do this. Starting from the opener. The opener is from the featherweight division. It's Hugo Ruiz, 38-4 with 33 KOs, and he is going to be facing a prospect from the Philippines, Jack Tapora, who is 22-0 with 17 KOs. So both these, and this is for an interim world featherweight title. Why the WBA wants the WBA in interims? Because who the hell is the regular? I mean, there is a featherweight champion. I mean, that's Leo Santa Cruz, WBA featherweight champion. So, and as far as I know, he's not injured. So why an interim belt is on the line for this? Who knows? But it doesn't take away from the actual fight, and I think this fight is going to be explosive. Like, and honestly, I would not be surprised if this turns into an opener. That's a rare war. I mean, it's not. Yeah, because it's been a minute since I've actually seen a fight, the opening fight just be a war. I actually do remember it. Yeah, I think it was like 2 years ago, but I just don't remember who was actually in it. I remember being like extremely impressed. But it's a rarity when an opener is a flat-out war. Then it's like, oh damn. What the fuck am I gonna do? Like, I hope the rest of the card is as exciting.
For real.
I think it was on Manny Pacquiao Bradley 2 or 3. I think it was one of those cards. But I won't get it. I'll do my own research on that later. And then the next fight after that, I don't know if this is either the co-main. I believe it's the co-main. No, it's not. No, this is not the co-main event. But I will mention it anyway. It's Badu Jack, the former super middle and light heavyweight champion, and he is going to be facing Marcus Brown for the vacant WBC silver light heavyweight title, which pretty much means, there's whoever's fight is that's gonna be like a number one contender type of fight. LB, what do you think of Badu Jack and Marcus Brown?
Fireworks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, Marcus Brown. Marcus Brown. My criticism of Marcus Brown is he's very hot and cold. Very hot and cold. You have in like his last fight, which was on the undercard of Berto Devin. He basically was an eyesore, and he got knocked down in that fight too. And then after that, before that, and then he'll have another bridge where he flat out runs through his opponents. He's a guy that's very hot and cold, and then this is the step up fight that he needs. I personally think that Badu Jack will probably stop him in this fight, but hopefully that Marcus Brown will actually give a good account of himself. Jack, I think highly of, and Jack did, I think it did a great job coming back from actually getting KO'd and won about almost 5 years ago from Derek Edwards. I mean, pretty much this guy's faced some fighters, man. I mean, Anthony Durrell, George Groves, Lucien Boutte, James
done a decent amount of those times too with those draws.
Yeah, he has. I mean,
not counting the Stevenson fight. I thought he legit lost that, but
I thought he won the Stevenson fight, but by one round.
But see, that was the closest fucking draw that he actually had, though. Like, if you was to pick all the draws Badu Jack got, it said what fight really felt more like a draw, win or lose, it's probably the Stevenson fight, because I just did not see him losing to DeGale.
Yeah, I mean, right now, he had 4 draws. The Boutte fight was a draw. In that fight, he won. I mean, that was a clear.
Exactly, that was a robbery.
Yeah,
and then I think Boutte was he tested positive or some shit.
Yeah, he tested positive, and the DC Commission, changed it from a draw to a disqualification loss. I've never
got his ass.
I've never heard of that shit before. But then he has a draw against Marco Antonio Parabon. That was actually a close fight. He probably should have lost that one. I will admit that one. He probably should have lost that one.
I thought he won. See, I felt like he won that one.
And then you have the Gale fight, which I thought he won that fight. But apparently none of the judges did, because the lone card that wasn't a draw went to the Gale. And then,
what the fuck? If he doesn't get hurt in the late in the fight with Stevenson, I would have said he would have probably won that to me.
Yeah.
Or got the draw, like legitimately got the draw in my eyes. I'll say that as well.
Right.
This is me. It always feels like something is, holding Badu Jack from getting to the next level. Like, I always felt like he's always at the fucking doorway. And whenever he steps a foot inside, it's like the force inside is like just too great for him to really just walk inside. And unfortunately, I feel that way with the Marcus Brown fight. I kind of agree with my nigga Pat with the whole, Marcus Brown can be hot and cold. But when he's hot, boy, lava rocks, man.
Word.
I think the Marcus Brown from the Tank fight, what's his name? Thomas? Is it Thomas Williams?
Thomas Top Dog? Yeah.
Not Tank. I'm Top Dog. Top Dog. What the fuck? Nigga said Tank. Shout out to Tank. But Top Dog, I think the Marcus Brown from that fight is gonna show up. Plus, it's on a Broner undercard. So he know niggas is gonna be watching this shit. If this is the night to make a statement, he gotta make one.
Exactly.
I think he's too dynamic for Badu Jack, and Badu Jack if Badu Jack doesn't really get it going early, you know, I don't know if he's gonna have to do the whole dig himself out of the fucking fight again, you know, like he had to do with Stevenson, and you can't.
Stevenson,
guy.
I mean, Stevenson though has, you know, of course, you know, had a one-hitter quitter. So that's the thing. Brown doesn't really have.
Yeah, but I mean, you can't give up no 6 fucking rounds though, bro.
Yeah. I honestly don't think. I mean, that's why I think Jack. I mean, Jack had a plan. He executed it in a way that put himself a little bit too much in the hole. Even though, I'm gonna bring in a little eye test shit right now. Shout outs to PJ.
If your strategy consists of your opponent winning 4 rounds or more in order for you to fucking beat him in the end, there's a major flaw in your fucking strategy. I don't care how hard that motherfucker punch. You gotta find another way to fucking win rounds or do something to negate that and still win. Cause you can't be giving up fucking 4 rounds, 5 rounds, 6 rounds, turn it on late, but don't get the stoppage, and then now everybody's on your dick because they thought you won because everybody remembers the fucking end of the fight. Like, nah. You gonna win that motherfucker from the goddamn beginning or look like you do trying. That's all I'm saying, man. That fucking late start shit.
Yeah, man. Yeah, like I said, it was a plan, and then, like I said, it wasn't executed the way it probably should have been. But
yeah.
Yeah, but like I said, you live and you learn. So I mean, I think Jack.
It's a great fight right now, though. Just a great matchup, shit. Like you could say like it's a 55-45 favorite Jack, maybe 60-40.
Yeah, because there's always that Jack will get caught again, like he did before. You know, like he did in his lone loss. It was clear lone loss. So it's yeah, you never know. Like I said, Brown knows this is a do or die moment. This is a big shot. I mean, millions of people are gonna be watching this shit. You better not fuck up.
Remember, it was talked about Brown was supposed to fight Kovalev last year before the Alvarez fight, you know, happened anyway. And right. I thought Brown was gonna be a bad matchup for Kovalev. So I feel like he's due for that breakout performance. And the Badu Jack, I think this is the one, man. Like, I'll pick Brown by knockout, maybe mid rounds.
Yeah, I think Jack will probably stop him in the some 3/4 of the way in the fight.
Yeah, so we'll see. I think it'll be a good solid fight though, like entertainment wise.
Oh yeah, no question. That I agree with. And then we have another fight on the card. This one is a little interesting. We have rau'shee Warren, the 3-time Olympian and former bantamweight champion. He is going to be facing Nordine. Is it Abali? I've heard the correct pronunciation, but I forgot the correct pronunciation. Yeah, but this one is a title fight. It's for the vacant WBC bantamweight title. This fight is interesting at the fact that Abali and Warren are Olympic rivals. Abali has knocked out Warren. From my knowledge, knocked him out of the Olympics a couple times. No, not a couple times. He knocked him out at his last Warren's last Olympic appearance in London in 2012. And then Abali, of course, has turned pro. He's a French fighter, and he is currently 14-0 with 11 KOs. So he's a little cat. He's a little cat with a big punch. So I'm in Rau'shee Warren, and we've all watched it. I mean, Rau'shee is 16-2, 4 KOs. Rau'shee Warren is getting to the age right now, it's 31, where bantamweights don't really have. There's no old men in these divisions, and 31 is getting to a point where you might be considered old. His issue is basically his stamina. His stamina is he'll start out strong, but if you can take him to if you take him to the mid 11 rounds and really grind, you have a chance. You have a good chance of actually beating him. There's two losses to Pacquiao, who of course got sent to the bushes in one round last year, and then I'm not even gonna pronounce the other name. I just call him. In that fight, that's probably the best PBC on bounce fight I've ever seen, or to date. Because that was a war, and then he lost his. That's where he lost his bantamweight title. So, do I think Warren has enough to actually beat his rival this time around and actually become champion again? No, I don't. I honestly think that Rau'shee Warren will probably get KO'd in this fight. That's just my gut feeling. Because sometimes how it goes with sometimes you just can't beat certain people in the amateurs. Just like Shane Mosley could never beat Vernon Forrest. God, rest in peace. God bless his soul. Mosley is great, but but Forrest had his number. I think and I honestly think this is this type of situation. So I would not be surprised if Warren does get KO'd in this fight. So it should definitely be a barn burner of a fight. And now, which brings us to our main event. Drum roll, please. Manny Pacquiao, who holds. Now, this is the regular welterweight title, but god damn it, he's the only WBA welterweight champion that's actually defending his belt. Keith. Yes. And he is going to be facing Adrien the Problem Broner. LB, your thoughts on this fight?
I think this could be like a 55-45 fight. Manny Pacquiao the favorite. Because he's more consistent. He's the greater fighter. His highs are a lot higher. And even his lows, Broner never been KO'd, but, we don't even look at Pacquiao's lows as low as Broner's lows.
Yeah, because Pacquiao's highs are, super high.
Yeah, astronomical Mount Olympus high. And Broner's just up there, he chilling on some skyscrapers. But the thing is, he got the talent to land on some clouds and get near Mount Olympus, but he just, you ain't really get all that from him, save for a couple nights, throughout his career where he really turned it on. Niggas is still waiting for the DeMarco fight, the DeMarco performance.
Right.
To come back from Broner. And Pacquiao, he dialed it back and stopped Matisse last year. And his first knockout in years, so it's you got the old guy, bringing it back now. The young guy need to bring it back now. It's almost like a crossroads fight for Broner. PBC, the draw led to him getting this opportunity. If he would have lost that fight flat out with Jesse Vargas, I don't think this bout happens. No question. Because they'll be like, oh damn, we gotta rebuild this nigga right now. It's just we need to give him the draw in a fight. Yes, I did see that fight as a draw. I also saw that fight as a 1-point win for Vargas too, because it was close, but it was not a fight that Broner won by any stretch of the imagination. And it's one of those things where Broner has gotten numerous of chances after falling short in pretty much all his losses.
you know, he either just falls short or doesn't care because he's still AB, he's still the can man and all that other bullshit they like to spout, you know, and then, like I said, it's only so much, there's only so many of these defeats you can have before something starts to give. And he is facing an old, aging Manny Pacquiao, who, of course, has since crossed over to the casuals or whatever. So, you know, and let's put it this way. It would definitely not be a good luck for Broner if let's say he has a performance where he just stays, where he keeps his hands in his holster, you know, and he just gets outworked like Mikey Garcia did, or get roughed up like Sean Porter did, or just flat out beaten up like Maidana did.
Damn, you know what you just described? You described 3 losses 3 different ways, cause god damn, this nigga that took L's like so many different ways,
except for the knockout. Except for a knockout.
Yeah, and when you just look at shit could this be the time he take the L's like the knockout? Who knows? That's what makes this fight interesting, because you know, Pacquiao, you know, he looked like he was sitting down on his shots a little more with the Matisse fight, you know. And you know, Freddie Roach is in his ear, you know, Pacquiao talking about he wanted to knock out. He looked like he in a happy place, and you know what I mean? So who knows? And if Broner takes enough chances to make that happen, you know, that's why this fight real, you know, interesting to me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it depends on how, you know, like I said, because it's one thing that one knock against Broner, especially as he's moved up in weight, is his lack of activity, letting his hands go. It's a mental block. He doesn't do it, and that's what led to some of his defeats and his very spotty performances. Pacquiao is going to bring some pressure to him. There's no question about that. Broner has to move his hands, has to actually have busy hands. If he doesn't, he's just going to shell up and just take.
And it's not even the Pacquiao that's throwing, you know, 700 punches or nothing.
Right.
It's a Pacquiao that's boxing more, who, you know, the combo numbers kind of, you know, went down some. You know, you're not getting the Predator Pacquiao. You getting you're not getting the Danny Glover Schwarzenegger Pacquiao. You getting the one from the later movies and shit, spin-offs. So, but those spin-offs be having some dope ass moments though. So and if Manny put together enough dope moments, can Broner do something about that? Because Pacquiao is just throwing maybe 500 punches a fight now, 550.
Mm-hmm.
Is that enough to really hand check Broner? You know, make him turtle up?
Yeah, and that's the thing. Obviously, we all want to see Broner go out on his shield, or at least, you know, try to at least attempt, because, you know, Broner, for a lot of reasons, even I can't really explain it, is probably the biggest American draw in boxing today. He has reeled in the casuals over and over and over again, and even with all these losses, they still love him, and they still want to turn on the TV to see him fight.
As he entertainment, he knows how to sell himself. And people see he bringing just good energy. Niggas like being around him, the rappers, the singers, everybody. And shoot, it seemed like Broner is making the most out of it in certain aspects, but he need to make the most out of that in the fucking ring now.
Right.
Broner been due for a good performance for a while. I mean, what's the last Broner performance where I was like, damn, Broner kicked this nigga ass?
Probably the Khabib fight. That's probably one.
Nah. Was that after the Theophane or before?
That is
he beat Theophane's ass?
Yeah, he did. But Theophane still gave him a little trouble. Khabib, though, he whooped that ass. And Khabib was before Ashley Theophane.
And Theophane, if that was a little trouble, what the fuck?
Yeah.
A little trouble is Mosley just rocking Floyd and hurting him in the second round, and then getting dominated for the 10 other rounds.
No, a little trouble is what Granados gave Broner, because that was the fight after. And
Now that's a little trouble. That okay, God, I didn't see.
I thought Granados won that damn fight because Granados was pretty much doing what Maidana was doing to him. Pretty much. Broner was lost. Broner, I mean, that's probably one of the few fights that
but Broner started catching him clean at the end, though. Like
you can tell, like Broner was getting hurt in that fight. I mean, the split decision. I mean, Granados did not.
Granados got hit too much toward the end. It's like I felt like if Granados would have had better defense, he could have pulled that off. Because like even in the Maidana fight, like Broner was coming back, but he never. It was only like he only really had good rounds, like in spurts, and it was like towards the end where he was really rocking Maidana, but Maidana was still out working him. Mm-hmm. With Granados, it's like Granados was rocking him, was getting rocked, but he wasn't putting them. He couldn't bring the tide back to himself like Maidana was able to anytime he caught a few shots. So that fight was close. No, and I think didn't Broner hurt his arm in that fight?
He hurt something like he was either his arm or his hand or something like that. But he looked piss poor, and then of course that we went on the Mikey fight and the Fargus fight, and then here we are. Broner, for the sake of us, the paying customer and everything like that, I just hope Broner does actually realize that this is lush and actually comes to fight. And I hope Pacquiao, from what I've seen from Pacquiao in the videos and stuff like that, Pacquiao looks like he's absolutely ready to whip a nigga's ass. So dude look like he's firing on all cylinders. So that's all I can hope for, man. I just hope for a good fight. And as I've always talked about too, like this is a fight where, if you really want to make a point in terms of cleaning up your division, start cleaning up your older fighters. Manny Pacquiao is your older fighter, welterweight, young welterweight cats. So you gotta hope that the young boy Broner can actually do it.
He got the talent. He got the attributes. Because the thing is, no one has really stood their ground and really threw some hands at Pacquiao like they really meant it in a long time.
Right. Yeah. No.
Even Floyd didn't really want to. Even Floyd didn't really want to let them hands go, and you heard it from his dad the whole fucking fight. Mm-hmm. Fucking Jesse Vargas sat down on a couple right hands and got at Pacquiao. Okay, but that's Jesse Vargas. Mm-hmm. Fucking, Bradley. I mean, Bradley ain't really punching shit like that. So that's him. Okay, so who? Okay, what Marquez? Damn, like Broner definitely is the best puncher among all those guys. As we're talking about pure puncher, like stand in front of you, plant his feet, and throw some hard counters. And Broner definitely has a shot, and I feel like he gotta jab with Pacquiao and try to work that offense, and hopefully he does, and we get a good fight, and he make the adjustments when Manny start making adjustments, and we'll see what happens. But I feel like we could get either a knockout, like a TKO type of fight, like Pacquiao get a TKO, or even Broner. I can see a knockout come from either guy. Mm-hmm. But I think realistically, we're gonna end up with a Manny Pacquiao split decision.
Actually, no, I don't think it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be a wide decision or a late rounds knockout. I just feel it. I don't think Broner has it for Pacquiao.
I feel you, but it's like the reason I'm saying that, and I feel you. I feel you. Like the fight is probably gonna feel more like 9 rounds to 3, but with Broner's 3 rounds looking real good. But in the age of these horrible scoring agendas and the way how niggas just don't like to see Pacquiao box and just tone his style down due to age and, you know, wear and tear on his body, they somehow just don't see him effective like they saw him in his prime, bulldozing and blitzing niggas. So any round that Pacquiao has where he looks average, even though he wins the round, for some reason he doesn't get the credit like he would if he was somebody else doing the exact same thing. So I feel like that's what's gonna make the fight closer scoring wise. But you're either gonna get, you know, there's different possibilities. But I feel where you're coming from, God. I kind of agree with you. Like if Manny wins, it's gonna be like a 9-3 type of fight, maybe 8-4. But judges gonna have that shit like 114, 113.
Yeah, it's gonna be some more ridiculous
115, 113 type shit. Like, dude, that's I'm just already prepared for it. Like, and you know what? I wouldn't even be surprised if we got a draw.
If we got a draw down, I'm gonna be like, it better be a legit draw, else I am saying something. I mean, I already know I'm gonna say something. If I see a legit draw, I'm probably gonna lose. I'll probably lose my shit.
That's the thing. I don't mind legit draws, you know, because they happen. But the amount of draws we've been getting in boxing lately, it's just I call bullshit. Because we extending careers with that shit.
Right.
It go back to the whole with the Devin Alexander with Victor Ortiz. Victor Ortiz got his career extended for the Molina fight, but look what happened with that.
Exactly.
So it just, you know what I mean? I'm just peeping game, man. You know, ring game. You know, Pat real talk, nigga. We keep it real.
Yeah, man. It's gonna be something. It's gonna be a good fight. You know, can't wait to see it.
It's good all around, man. Shit, like. We just talked about 4 fights for the card, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
Like literally, like there could be a knockout in each fight if you really think about it.
Yes. It could easily be a night of fades, which would be, you know.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. I could see anywhere from 4 knockouts to at least 2.
Right. If there are no knockouts,
equal fight in none of those matchups.
Yeah, and like I said, if you pay for it now, Fios or Comcast or whatever has it the HD for like $75, $65 if you wanted to watch it in standard def. Who does that in 2019? I'm pretty sure now. This ain't 2009 when I got my first flat screen TV. You know, I did my winnings from Pacquiao versus Cotto. And, you know, I paid, you know, I had a 40-inch, and I paid like fucking $600-700 for it. You know, now them shits are like $200. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I don't think it's in those days. I mean, why?
We want to see everything in HD. I mean, I can fuck with SD, but it got to be something like some old school shit or something that, you know, you can't get no type of better quality than it's like, fuck it. Like,
yeah, like, I mean,
bullshit.
Yeah, I mean, we grew up in the SD, you know, in the SD area. You know, we're not like these crack babies of today. We grew up with the SD shit. So, you know, so it is what it is, though.
I'll take SD on a 60-inch TV over fucking HD on a fucking 19 or 32-inch TV.
I don't know about all that.
Oh no, man, bigger better sometimes. But I feel you, it's close, man. But
it's close. But yeah, you know, I mean, it's gonna be there, or you know, say go to the movie theater, watch it, and enjoy yourself. You know what I'm saying?
You get that movie experience.
Yeah, so yeah, that concludes our show for tonight. We will be back, of course, sometime next week, where we'll be going over the Pacquiao card as well as the results of the other stuff, as well as possibly, talking about, something else non-boxing related, because we see that those are pretty popular among our listeners. So, yes, as always, this is Real Talk, where we talk about it. LB, do you have any final thoughts?
Nah, just shout out to all the boxers getting it in this weekend, and good luck to everybody. Hope no one gets fucked up. No serious injuries, and you get some good fights. Y'all stay on the lookout. Got that Broner Pop vid coming out.
Yes.
ringgangradio.com. Y'all hit that up. Got more original content on the way. And that's what it is.
Yeah, yes, sir. Yes, ringgangradio.com, man. Go there and check us out, man. Leave comments or whatever. And those are my final thoughts. So until next week. Peace out.